Mosley on the MPP.
It's looking pretty rough for him right now.
Yeah, Porter is crazy. He was texting people while on halftime, like, "Hey, it looks like
I'm not
we're
going back in.
yeah, it looks like I'm not going back in, or if I do go back in, I'm gonna take a million shots." Okay, bro,
Yeah.
dude, that's horrible. Ooh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 21. 21. Can you do something for me?
It's 9
Uh,
plus 10.
huh?
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
21.
Hopefully everyone's having a great week. Crazy week actually. We have the Super Bowl on Sunday, which is getting overshadowed by the NBA trade deadline. Probably one of the craziest deadlines we've had in history, maybe, or even recent history. The amount of players and picks that were traded in a week is crazy. I mean, I was telling my office, do any of these NBA teams really like their roster? Uh, the amount of teams that were involved in trades, just wild. So we'll talk about we have Super Bowl prop bets and the NBA trade deadline. Our reaction to all the trades that went down, all the big ones. Not like Cody Zeller getting traded. You know, who cares about that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When's the last time Cody Zeller touched the NBA floor?
it just you know, he's on the list of jerseys that to get
Cody
Noah.
Zeller
So
jersey.
don't be
Let's go.
surprised in the next upcoming years that Cody Zeller is gonna be on.
Zeller's a good last name to have to throw up on the wall.
Yeah. Which Zeller, huh? Which Zeller brother?
I don't even remember both of their names. It's Cody and Tyler Zeller, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't
Well,
know.
there's three of them, I think.
That's how irrelevant they are.
But three brothers made the NBA. It's crazy.
Yeah. Just like the Holiday brothers.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't happen very often though. But it's
No.
those two, and that's it, I think.
Tentacupos.
Yeah, but I don't like the last one. Alex, I think. I don't think he really. I don't even know if he's played in the NBA. He was a G leaguer.
Yeah. Thanasis
For
just sitting on the bench.
yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the trades. That's what we all come here for. Uh, I guess we just started off with the biggest trade, right?
I mean that's what
Out of
happened
nowhere.
first. That kind of just set everything off.
Yeah, this seems so long ago now.
It was a
Because
Sunday or Monday.
yeah, I think it was on the weekend.
It might have been Saturday night going to Sunday morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
I
But
think so.
you know, Noah and I gaming with my cousin Daniel. We didn't think, just chilling, hanging with the bros. Daniel said, "No way," or something like that. Like,
Big
is
Laker
this
fan.
real? Luca just got traded to the Lakers, and I could say for all of us, we were pretty shocked for a good like 10 minutes, not really talking to each other. Like, is this real? We're trying to find other sources. People thinking Shams got hacked. Uh, yeah, Luca got traded to the Lakers for.
Yeah, when he first said it, I think the first thing or the first thing I said was like, "Yeah, you got tricked." Like it was one of those fake accounts. I was like, "There's no way that's actually Shams." And then I looked it up on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, he did." And then the second thing I thought was, "Okay, he got hacked," like you said. And everyone else tweeting on the timeline was like, "Did Shams just get hacked?
Yeah,
What's going
even
on?"
even Shams thought he got hacked, which is kind of funny.
Crazy that tweet had like 10 million views in like 20 minutes. It was insane.
It
That
was
thing was
also
popping.
late at night. It was, I think, around 9:30 our time, so
Yeah, 9:30 or
12:30
10,
East
so it's
Coast
already
too.
yeah.
pretty late.
Late.
But yeah, good. You know, it was cool hear Daniel's reaction because he's a huge Lakers fan. He was kind of sad at first, I think, because AD was going to the Mavs. I think a lot of people say the Mavs won the trade.
Yeah, they got Max Christie, Anthony Davis at 2029 Lakers first. I don't know if it's unprotected. I don't remember. Um,
Mhm.
I'm guessing it's unprotected. If it's
Yeah,
protected, it's probably like a top five, top 10 protection because I mean it's Luca. I mean, come
yeah,
on. Uh, and the Lakers got Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. And then let's not forget the real winners, the Jazz here. Just somehow they got 2 seconds and Jalen Hood's Fino. Just out of I think it was probably to make the money work. But
yeah,
crazy. Luka Doncic, a Laker. We've seen him on the sidelines. If you've seen any of the Lakers games recently, or just the highlights of, LeBron's had two crazy games since Luka got traded there. And you see
yeah.
him on the sideline having a good time, getting acclimated with his new team. I think they're going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty scary, uh,
Yeah.
especially if LeBron's playing like he is, shooting the ball. He can play off ball. Doncic's probably going to be the main ball handler now
Yeah. And Lucas easily drops 25. I know people saying
in his
he's
sleep.
overweight, but like, dude, overweight 25 points,
He
take it all
averages
day.
like 39 and
Yeah.
9. It's like, yeah, for overweight, I mean, imagine if he got in shape working with LeBron, who's probably going to be a mentor for him. Maybe LeBron doesn't retire, so he can mentor Luca
Yeah.
for maybe the next year or two. See how good
I
he
mean,
can reach his potential.
LeBron's putting up super good numbers right now. I don't know why he would walk away. Um, People were saying that the Lakers are not in a win now type mentality. I don't know how you could say that. You have Luca and who is easily what top three right now in the game, and then LeBron just the best, one of the best players all time. So
Yeah, it's crazy because, um, like you said, he's a top three player in the league right now. He's 25 years old, and if you were to ask me before the deadline, who I think were like untouchable players, he'd definitely be one of the
yes,
people I named. Him,
Shea,
Jokic, Shea now, even though he's been traded
of course
before.
Wembanyama, like
Wembanyama, I would throw Giannis in there. But then that's it. Maybe Jason Tatum.
yeah,
I can see the Celtics considering him like untouchable. But now I like Luca getting traded. I can see
yeah. Well,
Tatum
you
being traded.
you would think Kevin Durant would also be in the untouchable as well, but his name got thrown around to 20 different teams. So um, crazy.
Yeah, insane. And like that just caused a spiral. People were like, we're not safe. And I mean, the big name that everyone thought was going to be gone first was Jimmy Butler because he's been in the news for the past 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden you see Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers. That's
Yeah, I think
just insane.
a lot of people saw like, oh, NBA trade, and they were thinking, oh, Jimmy Butler, going somewhere. But yeah, Luca took the spotlight for a couple days there. That was crazy.
Yeah,
And it
well,
doesn't even
I
stop.
think
It doesn't even stop there. Thought we were done.
yeah, well, I think I say the Lakers win that, but we'll see. We haven't seen either of the guys play yet. Um, but right when you think the the Lakers made their huge move, they're like, oh, they're gonna get young, they're gonna be for the future,
Yeah,
and still compete now. They go out and get Mark Williams, who played for the Charlotte Hornets. I don't think a lot of people really know
quiet,
Mark
quiet
Mark
creator
Williams.
here.
Yeah, he's been in the league for 2 years. He's only played 90 games because he's been injured. He's younger, if not the same age as
He's
Dalton Connect, who he got traded
23.
for. Yeah, he's like 22 or 23. The Lakers sent Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and an unprotected 2031 pick, which I don't think it's going to be very good if Luka's there. So that's kind of just like a late first round pick and
Yeah,
then a 2030 pick swap. So if Charlotte's bad, they just won't swap the pick, whatever. But
yeah.
um, Mark Williams. And last year, when I first saw him really play, I was like, this guy's a beast, which is why I drafted him in our dynasty league. He's a young guy, but this is the guy. I think he's gonna fit perfect with them. Young, athletic. They're probably gonna
Yeah,
be a lot of lobs involved
that's
with
what Luca
LeBron
wanted.
and Luca.
So
Yeah, I mean he's like he had Gafford and Lively on the Mavs. He's kind of I think he'd probably be in between them. He's better than Gafford
yeah,
and probably on the level as Lively offensively,
yeah,
but defensively, I don't think he's as good as him.
yeah. Crazy. Dalton Connect. He was a rookie this year, but he was 23 years old. So, um,
Yeah,
basically swapping two 23-year-olds and Mark Williams as he is 23 years old. Luca's 25. Man, talk about trading for the future. So pretty good pickups for the Lakers.
yeah. I mean, they gave up a couple first round picks, but I feel like this is a.
Who cares about picks?
I mean, when you have Luca and LeBron, like odds
Yeah.
are your first round picks are not going to be very high.
Yeah.
You're going to be in the playoffs most likely for years to come. I mean, Luca was just in the finals last year
Yeah.
with the Mavs, and he got traded to the Lakers. So, um, assuming he's just as good as last year, and he's probably going to be going late into the playoffs for a long time.
Yeah.
Next, another trade everyone was kind of expecting along there with Jimmy Butler. De'Aaron Fox got traded to the Spurs in the three-team
Honestly, I
trade.
was kind of surprised about De'Aaron Fox. I felt like the rumors kind of came out of nowhere that the Kings wanted to trade him. Not even De'Aaron Fox didn't even want to be. He didn't really say he wanted out or anything. He was kind of just chilling. And they bring in DeMar DeRozan, and yeah, I was just kind of surprised that Kings traded him. But the Spurs
Yeah,
get someone great. They needed a point guard, and this was
yeah, he's still
probably
young.
yeah. He's still young. He's quick. He can shoot the three. A lot of pick and rolls with the Wemby. You saw it in the first game. I mean, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's a move that kind of pushes them over the edge. I think
Yeah,
we'll probably see the Spurs make the playoffs. They're kind of like they're sitting around 500. I think they're like
yeah,
21, 25 or something, 26. Um, but this is something that can push them into the play-in at the very least. I mean, you got Wemby and Fox, and then you have a good young player, Castle and
that's
Vassell.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Keldon Johnson. I mean, it's a solid squad. I mean, that's what they needed was a point guard, and they
and
don't.
they're all pretty young except for Chris Paul,
Just,
who will probably be gone after this year.
yeah,
But yeah, it's gonna be fun to see him play. He's only 26 years old. It was a three-team trade. Bulls traded Levine to the Kings, and um, this and the I don't remember exactly. I don't have the trade in front of me, but um, Kings only got three first round picks. Two were protected.
yeah.
Um,
I think
and
a
they
few
got a few
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, a few seconds. And then the Bulls got three players: Hoyter, Collins, one other guy, and then their own first round pick back from the Spurs, um, which I think the Bulls lost this trade if you were to pick a team that lost the trade.
I
But
think the
at
Bulls
least they
lost
got
a
full
lot.
control of their first. So that's
Yeah,
fine because they're going to be tanking for the rest of the year. Most
yeah.
likely they should have got rid of Vucevic, but they didn't. But big for the Spurs here. Kings, they got Levine, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the Kings what they got back really.
Yeah, the Kings also got Valanciunas from the Wizards, later trade. Um, Yeah, I guess a lot of people like Zach LaVine and Demar back together, but still, like De'Aaron Fox. I mean, yeah, you have Malik Monk and Keon Ellis. I think they'll have a bigger role now, but I think they're also like 3-0 after the trade. So
Yeah,
I
Heat
don't
were very. They had a lot of guards on the team, so they're kind of just
know.
people were packed up in there, not getting
Yeah,
playing time, and I guess they were trying to re-sign Fox, and Fox was not liking the contract they're offering, which is why he ended up getting traded. So um, next for Patrick, the one everyone was waiting for, Jimmy Butler, finally got traded on the last day on the trade deadline day to the Warriors, and like down to the last hour. Like Jimmy Butler was looking like he was potentially not going anywhere, but um, traded to the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson. Both of those guys went to different places, and then a protected first round pick.
yeah,
Um, Dennis Schroeder, I think, has been on 4 teams this year now.
yep.
In the Warriors, Heat, Jazz, and then to the Pistons. So he's on the Pistons right now. Um, he was traded. He's been on 5 teams this year. He was traded 4 times in the last, or 3 times in the last 24 hours. So that's fun. But Jimmy Butler
That's
on
fine.
the Warriors.
Just he could have just stayed on the plane, just stay in the
No,
runway.
I'm sure it all happened while he was on the plane going to
I
Miami,
bet.
and they
Yeah.
were like, "Well, okay, we're diverting to Utah.
Detroit.
Oh, we're diverting to Detroit."
Yeah.
Uh,
It was a long flight.
but yeah, what do
Um,
you think, Jimmy Butler on the Warriors?
well, the Warriors, they were perceived as being very aggressive this trade deadline. They were trying to reunite with Kevin Durant, which I don't think would have been a smart move. And it's crazy, like KD, he's like, nah, I don't want to go back. Uh, maybe it was dealing with management or whatever, but they didn't give up any of their young players like it was rumored. If they wanted to get KD, they probably would have had to give up Kaminga at least. But they keep Kaminga, and I think he's gonna be a big part of the rebuilding process right now. They still stick with Pods. He's been on and off. Um, Kyle Anderson wasn't really getting any minutes, so I guess we'll see. I don't know. Jimmy Butler's been a head case for the past couple months, so hopefully he says he has the joy back and playing basketball, and we'll see how he fits with Curry and Draymond. But I'm, it's not like getting Luka Doncic, like
Yeah, no,
Jimmy Butler. Like this guy is 32, I think. He's not
yeah,
the youngest. He's kind of just they also signed him to a $60 million a year, 2 year deal that I think it took away his player options. So the Warriors may
yeah,
have him for 2 years. So I guess we'll see. And I guess the ball is in Curry's court, seeing how long he wants to stay. Probably at least the 2 years end of Jimmy's contract. And guess we revisit this in 2 years and see how it works out. But I think the move gets them into at least the play-in game. So
yeah. I think
for sure.
Jimmy Butler, good player. Has been for well, I don't know 8 years now.
Yeah.
But I think at this point in his career, he's kind of the same as Andrew Wiggins, but he can't shoot as well as Andrew Wiggins. Probably better playmaker than Andrew,
Under maybe.
um, but defensively, I think they're pretty similar. Um, but I think they're probably planning on this turning into his team. As Curry, like you said, maybe he plays 2 more years. We'll see. This season has kind of been weird for him. We'll see how he feels about playing another 2 years. And same thing with Draymond. Draymond's old too, so um, if they retire within the next 2 years, and then it's Jimmy's team, he's kind of back in the same position as when he was on the Heat. So we'll see what happens. The just think about their offense right now. What Curry, he's at Pods, Jimmy, Draymond, and then Post that center, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
I Curry can shoot and Pods can shoot. There you go. That's your starters right there. Um, two guys who can really shoot the three. The rest are just low 30 to under 30% 3-point shooters. So
Yeah.
kind of different from past teams.
Yeah.
Like I said, you mentioned Kevin Rams. Go back to it real quick. He was 34 years old in the Nets. He was traded for 4 first-round picks, um, a couple pick swaps, and then like Luca and um, what's his name, Jimmy, not traded to anything close to that. Cam Johnson was also in that trade that went to the Nets. So um, it's just weird how different the amount people have gotten for their stars is. Like I understand AD went for Luca. You still think that Mavs should get 2 to 3 first-round picks. Um, Jimmy, I know he was asking for a trade, all disgruntled. Only got 1 pick, probably heavily protected, and then Andrew Wiggins. He's basically just got that in return. Um, so not as the return has not been as huge as past years.
Yeah, I mean, you could really tell that these two franchises, like everyone said, they really just wanted these players gone. Heat, especially because they were tired of suspending him, not seeing the effort in Jimmy Butler, and it sounded like the Mavs and Luca didn't really click. So,
Yeah, at least the
um,
Mavs side didn't click with Luca. I don't know.
yeah,
The reports are pretty weird coming out with the GM.
yeah. I guess it was the. Did you see that it was the same GM that botched the Steph Curry to Nike contract? So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Imagine if Luca goes on to be insane and the Mavs just go downhill. He's going to be known for 2 of the worst decisions
Yeah,
in
history.
history. Yeah, I guess NBA history. Um, and then last but not least for trades, Brandon Ingram at the buzzer traded to the Raptors. Uh, the Raptors traded Bruce Brown Jr., Kelly Olynyk, the
Ooh,
goat, a first-round pick, and then a second-round pick for Brandon Ingram. So um, Brandon Ingram kind of streaky, but I mean, number 2 pick at one point. Uh, he
yeah,
could be a
crazy. I
star on
mean,
the team.
Zion was in the trade rumors for the longest time, and basically everyone on the Pelicans team. But I didn't think Brandon Ingram was gonna get traded. But we'll see how he does. I mean, he goes from New Orleans to Canada. Eh?
Yeah, and they're like bottom 2 teams, I think. It's them and then the Wizards and then the Jazz, I think. So they're but the bottom 3 for sure. Let me see.
I mean, the
Yeah,
Raptors
they
aren't that
12 and
bad.
39.
They have some couple good pieces there, but yeah, just not not doing too hot.
I mean, Toronto 16-35, but they have RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes. Now they have Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl. They have some good pieces there to like build off of in the future,
Yeah,
um, which you would think the Pelicans had too. But Pelicans are 12 and 39. The only team worse than them, Washington 9 and 41.
yeah,
Who traded Kuzma to the Bucks? Let's put that in there. But um, I mean, I think if you trade Brandon Ingram, why don't you go all out and trade Zion for while he still has this trade value? I think you probably get a couple firsts for Zion too. So I guess maybe the package just wasn't there. That's another thing we might see in the off season. Uh, Zion watch, trade watch.
yeah.
Um,
It's another player and organization. organization that's maybe it's time to part ways.
Yeah. And last but not least, today the Nets bought out Ben Simmons,
Officially?
and I believe it's official.
Nice.
His first trip is going to be to the Cavs, and then it's gonna, go interview with some other teams, I guess. But um, we'll see if Ben Simmons can resurrect his career at any point here. At one point, he was being said to be the next LeBron James. He was going to be taking over for LeBron when he's gone.
Yeah.
So shout out to Colin Coward for that clip that goes around every time someone says something about Ben Simmons. Every time Ben Simmons shooting video in summer goes around, it's followed by the Colin Coward clip of him saying Ben Simmons or LeBron, we're good now. Ben Simmons is here. So that's always fun.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I mean, that was a wild deadline.
Yeah, it
Like,
was a great time.
yeah, I mean that's Noah and I's favorite time of the year, and this year did not disappoint. So
Turn on the noties once a year for a week. Uh, Usually it's Woj, but now it's Shams.
just Shams or Shams?
It's Shams Charania, I think. I mean, there's both of them. I thought it was Woj, Shams.
Yeah,
So
it's okay. But yeah, that's it. That's like biggest news all week. Um, we'll get into Super Bowl. That's this Sunday. Chiefs versus the Eagles. If anyone forgot. Um, should be hopefully it's a good game. I said it last week, week before. I'm just hoping for good commercials, and looking forward to how many times Kendrick Lamar sings "Not Like Us." So, uh, and hopefully SZA performs, a couple of her bangers. So let's get into some prop bets here for the Super Bowl. This all these questions came from my work, who sends out a Super Bowl prop bets every single year for prizes. I've answered these questions. I'll give you my answer, but I'll ask Noah first, and I will be writing down his answer, so there's no cheating at the end of this. See who comes out on top.
actually document it. I don't think we've ever
Yes.
documented it before.
No. Uh,
Or normally I just win it.
John Baptiste. He is singing the national anthem this year.
Ooh.
Yep. From the moment he sings the first word until he completes saying brave for the first time, this is the committee's decision. When that is over under 2 minutes and 2.5 seconds. Very specific.
2 minutes and 2 seconds?
2.5 seconds.
Wow. I think
Yeah.
last year it was like two
It was
2 minutes
under.
and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I
20
think.
seconds.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was watching, I was like, oh, is it gonna last 220 or 230?
Yeah, maybe they were supposed to put 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
What do you want to base it off? Because I'm gonna go over if it's 202.
Oh yeah, I should probably put over. But I think last year was like 90 seconds. Maybe that's why.
Okay, so it's
I
when he
put I
says
put
brave, it's
under,
not
but
when he stops saying brave, it's when he says brave.
brave. Yeah.
So if he goes brave, does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Oh, so I have to wait till he's done.
Until he completes saying brave.
Okay, I'm gonna go over since he went under.
Yeah. I should have read the fine print there, but we'll see. During the national anthem, who will be shown first? Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes? It's a tough one.
Patrick Mahomes.
Nice.
Let's just say. Mahomes.
I was thinking they're going for the three-peat, so
Yeah. That's what I
I'm
was
thinking
thinking too.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Heads or tails?
Tails never fails, baby.
Oh yeah. Will the opening kickoff result in a touchback?
Oh, it depends who's kicking it off, I think.
Ooh,
Harrison Butker, he has like a weak leg, right? Like, well, he hurt his leg earlier, and his kickoffs haven't been as good. No, no touchback. Go
yeah.
with the return.
Oh, sorry. I went Mahomes as well, tails, and I said yes for the touchback.
Okay, so no.
After kickoff, which commercial will appear first? Uber Eats or Dunkin' Donuts? Both official sponsors of the NFL.
Let's go with Duncan.
Nice.
So it's a little early. I'm a little hungry. Let's go with Duncan.
Ooh. Also shout out to no one's seeing the thing, but they spelled Duncan Duncan autocorrect.
Nice.
Yeah,
Shout out to the company.
yeah. I went with the Uber Eats. I don't know. I feel like
It's a
Dunkin'
toss up.
Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is like a mid game commercial.
They're gonna try to get you to order food right away.
Yeah, with Uber Eats,
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
gotta be smart with these. Next, what will the first offensive play of the game be?
A run.
Sorry, pass or a rush.
It's always a run.
I went with a pass here because I think everyone's thinking that you will be running it.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, I really thought about these. Team to score first.
Saquon Barkley TD. Let's go. Eagles.
Wow, I went with the Chiefs. They also misspelled Chiefs. Dude, who is man, I gotta talk to HR about this poll. Um, will the chains be used for measurement?
Oh man, I don't even know the last time I've seen the chains used for
I put no.
okay, I'll put yes then. That's a tough one. I feel like because it's a big game, they might actually do it.
Yeah, they want to make sure they get it right.
Yeah,
But they're not. Are they gonna have an incident like the Buffalo Bills where they spot the ball wrong?
probably. It's the refs, man.
Where will either team score within the first 6.5 minutes of the game?
I'm gonna say no. I think it's gonna be a defensive game,
Oh,
but
I
I'm still
put
hoping for a Saquon.
I put no as well. I went no because maybe it's a long drive. First,
Hmm.
yeah.
Eagles like to hold on to the ball for a long time, so I get it.
First score of the game will be a touchdown or any other score. Well, you went with Saquon Barkley touchdown. Are you
Let's
gonna?
just go all in then. Yeah, TD. Putting all my eggs into one basket here.
Yeah, I put a touchdown as well. First touchdown score of the game will be Jalen Hurts. They also they spelled Saquon Barkley with an H. Figure that one out.
Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, Travis Kelsey, Kareem Hunt, or any else.
Saquon.
Shaquan. I went with anyone else. Why
Look at the
not?
keyboard, and the H is nowhere near, so I can't. They'd have to think his name is Saquon.
Yeah, that's it's bad. Next total field goals over 3.5, under 3.5.
Ooh, how many? Like made right?
Yeah,
Dude, Jake Elliott sucks. I'm gonna go under.
nice. Me too. I think both of these teams go on fourth down a lot, so I don't think many field goals will be kicked. Total punts over under 4.5.
Over. Oh, that's a lot, but over. Two good
Over.
defenses.
Yeah, going with under 3.5. 3.5. Oh, that's a lot. Will the 2 minute warning prior to halftime stop at exactly 2 minutes?
Oh, yes.
I put yes as well. Will Kendrick Lamar be wearing a hoodie at the start of the halftime show?
No, I think it's gonna be like one of those button ups
Ooh,
with a little collar,
nice. It's gonna dress up for this one.
little jacket.
Nice. I went with yes. Total turnovers over under 2.5.
Under.
Nice.
That's a tough
Me,
one.
me too.
2.5's kind of high. It's like
Uh,
1.5 to stay over probably.
yeah. Okay, thanks, Coco. How many live shots of Taylor Swift will be shown during the game? Over, under, 5.5.
Under. I think maybe 3 times.
I like
I
it.
thought about this.
I went under as well. 5 seems a lot. Will a call be overturned by a video replay?
No.
Team to score last.
Eagles.
Longest touchdown over under 40.5.
Over. Saquon.
Uh, which will be higher, Scotty Scheffler's final round at the Waste Management or Travis Kelsey's total receiving yards?
The first one.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Will either quarterback score a rushing touchdown?
Yes. Jalen Hurts.
Will the total combined points scored be odd or even?
Odd.